Kame yamandi mankani yesa me yamando yamiti. Masami so nansumi koko mubyo. Kame yamandi mankani yesa me yamando yamiti. Masami so nansumi koko mubyo. Masami so, Miami. Yes, I may yamando yamiti. Masami so nansumi koko mubyo. Kame yamandi mankani yes, I may yamando yamiti. Masami so nansumi koko mubyo. Masami so Miami.
Omanya adihye mamunyina ache mamunyina akwaba adiba Adwa TV. Yi Mu Te S3N dwumadi eso me dinga the Captain George McLean metanemu de amma menua bema Isaac Otu the political baby face na onu se Yi Mu Te S3N dwumadi no ye ba wa kwan mu na ye hwe ba bia wote o constituency ho no na afensu no mantem ho na wote no sane ho no mu niam asifa eko ho enti ye hiase no a na ye pese hu ne ekoso ba bia wote sane ba ye betumi ehunu na yaka ho asem na yi mpenifo nso atumi ate na afi o atumi ababa ya mumwa ne se de esifa ko na enen ko twetwe no mbe de pa na mame enka wo se ye ngaboafo eye vena mineral water nsuo ba ko a se esi aga na fo nyina je atum enne akwa Saturday no abadi ncho wo ho aye wo ho wedding wo ho parties nso wo ho na nsuo ba ko behia se otumi enom na eboa wo no eye vena mineral water eno eye vetted and approved by the FDA. Nti bomode enkono nso bi e mane nko bi a kire no. Omanfo nante na wodi mirika. Anya se opentem na akọ ba bi na memu no ho chew pa san se wanu be nso bi amana afawase. Nti bomode na vena mineral water ne bi ntimi mbo. Blue City Tires na accessories for nso guso boda wuro. Christmas season no aduru. Na otwe sa bere na chese ye guso a di Christmas ni sa convention so e ba. Party ahodo na abakoso. Wedding horo na bakoso enti bomodia na fa wontuma ekobo Blue City Tires and accessories for womo entuma anoniem pam styles no empama na bibia so entumenye neat kama ne nkasa ampa burger wonso ababibia ewo kromu ana afensin Rwandan Air opese wutu kwan biara ekoba bia wo wiase mu na se ope comfort wotena se ne nkasa ampa wonso afro first class na so na first class ni nyina ne se wafro wiem se papa omudumadi no se na etie no wodamu afu asede a wo heaven no obehia se woni Rwanda Air for etimi etukwan na bibia nso enye kama emfa omadaroma na anopa yi so Yi Mu Te S3N dumadi no ye de bremo se na medical kan no political baby face bibinti wantumi amba na metina mu ede amano na enna ye betwe nko bebre nko twetwe no emu no bebi akwanya ama wonso watumi afre ede afa phone lines no eso ana sa wetumi de afa WhatsApp lines ne so wetumi akọ Facebook ye live say amino ka say live on Facebook wetumi akọ na wa share o comment ana say wonse mi se bi opesa ubisa na ye betwe nko ede afa wasi result na aba no eho ye twe nko ye hwese free senior high school policy no ensinson so ben na enya awen addition ya yegusu esua no emu esang se 2021 wase result no aba ama yehu emu ensem a ewu yebedi mu enkomo sara enso ana bekoso nso adi nkomo dia fa yen e-levy no ehu 2022 budget no adi nsem enenenam ensem ibiri no a na ba ko a manfo kasa ibiri no aga na fo ibiri na pese yehu demonstration na se ye kire ede fa ho na mu tintas kokko de kire aban no ba ko ye e-levy e-levy no se oye mobile money transfer o yiska o transfer sika afro phone so akoma obi on the phone so ana sa wo transfer afro phone so akogo bank account mu ne nyina no e wase etumi eje osika kakra eno no 1.75% eno ene ebeje wo eno ehun nsem ebebre na mrase bedwam no omo kire se omo mpene ema eno enka budget no omo nyimfirim eno ensem bebre no ebedi ho enkomo ene dai sara nso ena afi nso nkomo twetwe ba ko a atwomanfo nyina adwene de aba fie no se mampini His Excellency the President Nana Adedankwa Akufo-Addo fellow Ghanaians ono fellow Ghanaian number 1 and me number 2 na otwe kasa yenti me number 2 ono agusha da number 1 akwanto tututu no ano no nyamfo Samuel Okujeto Abrakwa waguso akofile motion e parliament se omehia se mampini eba no mabe kire akwanto 2 ye no ka wabo man no ndra kanda pa kopiemu ose ontumi and disclose sa amount no no secret ye de mu komotwetwe enso ede baba na mama ntwa me wosema eba komotwetwe no ye betena se ina badwa France bedi nkomo betwa me ho ba sisia
Yes, I may yaman to yamiti. Masami so not to go move you. Look over yamani mankani, yes, I may yaman to yamiti. Masami so not to go move you. Nubama so, yeah, Danny, Masami.
Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. With industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with Rwandair today. Rwandair, the safest airline in Africa.
Rwandair, fly the dream of Africa.
Yes, I may yaman to yamiti. Masami so not to go move you. Look over yamani mankani, yes, I may yaman to yamiti. Masami so not to go move you. Nubama so, yeah, Danny, Masami. So, yeah, Danny.
Alright, ma kwa babi say onya bread twen we ko twen ho sema na ya san so aba meka so guso hwe oman Yi Mu Te S3N dwumadie wo Adoa TV so meeting the Captain George McLean metena mu ade ama mia menyonko bema Isaac Otu the political baby face anopa yin komo twetwe na edoso but ebedi kan atwetwe nkomo ade afa yen wase result na aba no eho enti kame ho nkomo twetwe no madi kan ka chose fa comment no famani yen Facebook Adoa TV Ghana Instagram share live enti bomodi yen WhatsApp line so activated send messages in fama yen na yɛnkenkan ne nyinaa ɛmfa ɛma wo ɛwɔ dwumadie ɛso na anapa yi no me ne Ransford Nana Ado Asare ɔyɛ educational consultant ɛno na bɛtwe nkɔmmɔ ɛde afa wasi result na aba no yɛhwɛ sɛ free senior high school policy no aban ɛde aba no ɛne adesua ɛne nsɔhwɛ na yɛyɛ no sɛn ɛna ɛte ɔ asɛse no a ɛdɛn no bɛtumi aka ɛde afa Mr. Ransford timi kama wakɔ aba mbatɔ na apɔbɔkɔ
nyame adom bɔkɔ
ɛda nyame ase paa sɛ ɔdo aka yɛn sa na baabi a wɔ no sisi ya no o de wuta tintintintin ɛnfa na wɔ sisi ya
sisi me atem ase
look atem ase uti o uti ba na ɛda nyame ase sɛ sɛ ne ate baabi a wɔ bia nso no guso ɛhwɛ adesua ho nsɛmsɛm so na sisi ya sɛ yɛhwɛ yɛn adesua ho nsɛm so ɔman ga no sisi ate sɛn wo yɛ teacher ni nti boy mu sɛ na tie
social no but as a pair,
but before say ban social, so say you assess the general assessment of in school policies na course no especially senior high schools no say who assess say no info ni gina Ghana okay my ana say yensu ana say obibi o say then see how assess na gina info
in fact school one time there say can anka enso say ye sha fi ento aso school na friend secondary school but anka if you assess school no so here
sir
na se ano me pese me ma people eti assess ento aso school na friend secondary school no aban ayen se bi se secondary schools do can basic education na am say nyina ya we say free compulsory universal basic education. Na ya free SHS. Enti share taban bia ba obon ho modern say obema school ko ayemre na oman for ni nyina obi anya school akọ na school na obekọ no so enye school a okọ no keke but it will be quality adituane adichere no ebe na eye papa I'm mindful. And as we know, the development of every country is education. And by some modern or the almost standardized education, standard-based curriculum, ABBA, and our more years, some of the common core curriculum, and so BEBA, and our common core program. And also, every child here from and after everything near GHS 1 or copy SHS 1. This is school in I am from the GSS and SS, but common core na a friend of basic 7 to basic 10. And on a mobile common core. In the I'm say oh can't answer but me ma near minor yene or minor ministry ne yes and a bear edema additional additional akosu
okay
enti then American kind of common core no so no ebe fi GSS 1 to SHS 1 but your friend GSS ni the reference basic 7 to basic 10 and no omo nyina betua de ba ko na eno no ta no so omo ko secondary school second year that is formerly SHS 2 to 3 na omo beye so obese usun science awa ko science obese o general art awa general art obese usun on stanu adwuma eno so wesun enti eno na omo ye na afi so ta nhite so e say ye tro in social ewo gina pen ni any gina pen and 9 and a gina pen in pen in class 2 class 4 class 6 as I say in social yeah this structure you say abena yes kwala no isi afia na enti se obekaya enra almost on social bi I say no NSC and I say NSAP NSAP na eno no en social standard based curriculum no omo de be hwese akoyi ade a yetire kwala no omo tini ye Na ye nsatae wo nsɔhwɛ ni mu sorry ye nsatae wo abetire ni mu ye de standard base no buy for primary clinic KG sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a ade a yɛde sɛ nkwalaa yɛn sɛ wobɛka sɛ ɔtɛtiri no matere wie na mo nea wakyerɛ no akwalaa no bɛtumi ayɛ is there any standard indicator to show say what you have taught they understand mpatɔ sɛ wate ase
me tia se pa
na sɛ yɛsan ba SHS result na ɛbaeɛ no a generally no yɛbɛka sɛ akɔ n'anim kakra sɛ statistics no a mewɔ no if you permit me to mention the statistics.
Okay.
Yeah. After 2021, what you know? Munya A1 to A6 no. In fact, 50 or
Brofocasem. Yeah.
About 54%.
Yeah, 54.08. Yeah.
Yeah. 54.08 in grade 1 to that's A1 to
C6. Yeah.
About 11% in D7, which represents about 50%. And Omomunya E8 no about 9%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now F9 also 13.99. They must say 14%.
But
F9 also 13.99. They will say 14%.
Yeah, 13.99 for
F9.
Brofocasam.
That just say no one pass it, what feel it.
That's almost one pass it. Now, in fact, unya E8, my friend said D7, any E8 ni F9 na. Ta eno university bi ani wo bejo. Enti my friend say o ko university ana chiapon as I say utimi nya subject na ana be a yesua no. I say utimi nya emu nsia.
Okay, A1 to C6.
From A1 to C6. Na saa no as I say elective course now there no be nyamu miensa. Na core subject no so when nyamu miensa a brofo ne enkonta anka ho. Enti say stressa in Kotaburo here na say about 50% of our students because of almost 50%, that's about 46% cannot get university education or tertiary education because they failed English.
Yeah.
Then when it comes to mathematics,
and also the percentage you know say and said the most than trivias and also A1 to C6 you know 54.11.
Yes, it's around the same percentage. The OSHA afterway no almost was in 446,356.
Yeah.
I'm not much sure. MM 221,439.
Yeah.
And the MM about
49.6%.
Yeah, MM 49.6 and I'm 50.6.
Yeah.
And the OSHA almost like 50-50. But OSHA afterway nipa no motoe no omodo so kakra tin afidan ye choe no.
Okay.
And the afidan no afterway no about I increase for the higher percentage of about 18.8%. In the NHS 3 SHS no ama enrollment akosoro. But we can't take that one on a face value because in the population also air cost.
Yeah.
Definitely the enrollment will increase. But then we also acknowledge that about 18.8% of the students higher than last year 2020.
Okay, my entry is say okay well submission mu no wotire mu say obi kura nya D7 E8 kura no answer wontumi nko school pon bia mu o man Ghana man nti emfa ne say averagely no omo mo pass insohwe no say ye hwe English no a na a kire say ebetumi aka say 54% pa na pass because omo pa na betumi anya kwanya ko university na ye hwe mathematics no so 54 ana e pass here internet say almost the same as betumi aka say omo afili no so kura mpon 46% afili exams no a ye no enti ye hwe because o share science no so a science no mu yade 65% ana social no nya 66 anti science no ana social no be ka so ma ya de but ye hwe English no ana mathematics no ma afi no mo do so pa ye e be ka se eden ana e ma se afi bia no ye twere nso hwe na ye ma no e feli nso hwe bi ti se maths English ni eden na enko yi e wo sa addition e side ho
ansana me ba so no so wo hwe afidan English but for kasa no omo mo pass in about 57.3%. And afiwe 54.
Yeah.
And it is about 4% lesser. And the omo mo failure afiwe no mo do so thing afidan.
Yeah.
And oba nkon tanzo mathematics now last year 65% in a pass. And this year 54. And almost about 11%. Almost about 11% a drop here. But the name say problem a bit maybe about the big brain. Let me say then I can say 3 years is enrollment are cost.
Yeah.
In as much as we acknowledge that fact, you say 3 years is the introduce almost 4 years, you know.
Yeah.
Double track about. And the school for me to meet an check akra. And no bet to me, I may can say an unquan challenge.
But and also bet to me, I
a bit my challenge. And now, to see no, young Colano, their commitment in learning mathematics is another problem.
I say commitment, you know.
Yes. And now, it also is true. They have phobia for learning the mathematics.
Okay.
Maybe a math and science oriented person. But then, as a senior, abandon care. In school, no, primary school, any GHS, no. As I say, get me training, nipa, dodoa, omubitma, omunim de, ewo encounter, any abodi nyansampemu. That is mathematics and science.
Science, yeah.
Ye training omu enti at the lower level, no. You say primary, no. Na ya training omu. Enti you say primary, no. Ya will be a the area mathematics. Na ochi omu ba empenti no dey say almost primary school no. And yes subject related or subject meaning na. If you don't say na who dey or dey name subject. Na who dey or dey tena another name ka nkonta no e wo form. From Kaka, it is training omo addition na say omo ye training omo ewo encounter mo no do so an beboa ewo DHS ne primary school but also what man say hello
yeah me too
we need to train people who are specialized. Now, you see, as a OSHA educational system, now even in the university and then the colleges of education, which is where training college now, and the direction at the training at the China. Yesterday, there, Ebema watch there primary school. Ana DHS, ana in top of KG, that's early childhood. In the training college, you know, they say, I think almost will be here a few ways. You train in that area, and also beboa because I'm not specialized to teach in KG, nursery, primary one, and it being so specialized nursery. I'm sorry, primary school. In the primary school, no, or best specialized to do and contact. But also what you say?
Me too, Asipa.
And we also GSS, no, or they specializing in teaching two subjects like science, mathematics. And the Ebani Sana, I put it as a man say, and then you know, you let me, and we say, you let me, and we say, only kono abuana who say obey and contact, but obey we know. Obey, no, now, the Eden Becoto on Cotradian. Now, Ubi or do and content or trade, you know, man, I got subject.
All right, Mr. Ransford, yeah, when Chile Tribunal de Mayano, a boy, however, no, say you don't come and be here. Na, yes, and so Afro, a beautiful room. Nanka, Nam person bisa, double track system, no, as one of the factors, ama, sa fail one year, the idea, a and a commitment level, so, and more fun from. Since you are so cross or share in discipline levels or schools more, what you say, idea, in same brain, no. Na me pese me bisa se den ama indiscipline level no atumi akosoro sa na double track no so ebi ntumi tena fie be 2 months ni ade eno entumi nya hwe emfa ho age se sara na ebitumi ne sa ade akọ because double track mpo a obi be tena fie be boso maako a na osan kwa I think say no be better ten say be tena fie 2 months ebi wa na ekọ 3 months na onyanko school obekọ no na ni usua ni nyina so agi se osan akoya ade foforo ebi nsa usua ade bia wabra womu ewo fi wo sa time omo se red o se green track you ni nyina so ensem sebe a ye be pesenka aban betumi address to that issue no but however no so ye nkomo twetwe no ma yemfa wonsi answer bibia ni be san ba wonchene no atwe nkomo
yo meda se mama me Adwa TV meda ma se mama me sa konja se minimum ento ato adne yo educational system.
All right. Yes, yeah, that's a party. Your name is Mr. Ransford Asare and Nutrition Comway or your educational consultant. And it's a honestly no tum was what's the result here by 2021 EDA and mean so once in Sabrina. But my member studio and I know about your fortness say a bit me action como at the afa near my wedding na political report jina hodima NDC amanyoko no openi Nathaniel Kenyensu or NDC communication team member openi akwaba pacho apomboko pacho voice nka opejane kakra maamia ya da nyamiase ana afensu ye wo ye mame Frida Ajimai and so na onim and unfortunately omu nyina so omu free the same constituency Adenta constituency madam apomboko
Nyamiadum na muso
Nyamiadum but
also the voice in the back just why not do so be
me shall see me kasa
but on the more serious note when you about standby answer but mu nyina mo free the same constituency Adenta o your position mama sha say free do ono aban mu nti mama sha say free so first maybe o free no Adenta constituency how it is saying mo MP na etia konwa so enti enema te sen wo
mini media kwanya media ahi machia ahwefo ne Adwa TV adwumayefo nyina ene ye na nyankopon ma ya duma ene yenso ya ba bedu ase ye ba be kire ya dwen e dia fa nsema e koso Ghana e di nchase ma ye party empanyifo ne wona wodi ne matoto akwa mu a yesu ya nya bre aba bedu ase ye kono sen Adenta de wa woni oba ase MP na wa nya stronger at the end of the day no ye fro ho 110
mufro
one time constituency
mum constituency zara mufro
yes
esan se obi abetumi afiri so atene
you go wa sign cry wa boy juma obi the next election you go madam anka so ya way all the MPs no mobile Adenta nyina
se hona na ya abo abia samoa ehwa no ana odi one time
ehwa so na na ahemo owo a odi one time
ana so di one time
ehwa na na edu asarewa odi one time
enti na se ehwa no ya one time
tu na wa boy juma
yes
mene so pe enyobi na beka jo so
seko
ti ma mi fo na nkaza be dey
enti se na ni mai sifa ko
Ramadan wa wuni ya ye sister your friend say
Frida
obo ejuma de obo eso be ni dey ya hwa enim say by the time I be to about no sa Adenta for be hwa na nyuma fa na ya say dey ya returning ni biem na wa to ejuma I say am so mo ani aja they could promote you kick you back.
Okay, we in the first time when I feel no benya 1 year. But so far no, then they know they go kwam e beka say adwuma do bono de betumi aka obo adwuma but then
the reason why now sometimes MP4 na ya no omuta lose bebre ni say you don't stay away from your constituent. you always have to try as much as you can and get in touch with the people who voted for you. And most of the times, you know, a lot of complaint that people are giving is that the moment after election, our winning power, then they get lost or in touch with the basis. So for now, for so far so good. No, me Honorable Ramadan he's trying his possible best. Nipa de obeyebi na want me me ni nyina.
Man pese we see bi ba ko ni no me say bia wa start project we
weekend saying ka what actually social media handler weekends no he goes around. This time around say your ma share budget ni ade say obi retutu ni no ma as a new time or first time entrant there definitely no it was so bad or the visibility study no some of the areas na nyoma ehye here constituency no and anunya the onu so be nkwa betimi aye. If you come as an opposition sitting MP now, you definitely have to live with this assembly. Now, what do I need to form? You see whatever thing that they need to be. Now also the one batam so that you can do things.
All right, me that's it. But so kasa fe na mo feasibility studies no. I know me no enya adwene kaka because mo ba beto aba no mo yesa de mani nyina hwe. But however, what dey Mamembra Madam Frida so we dey just introduction na oye enti me mo bia 1 minute bi pe na o dey introduction. Say sia mo hono mo no say ati sen. Go da mu aban mu enti
me party member say tu kwan kokumase.
Okay.
Me sre nya me bambo e de mom. Obi o free every region bi e kokumase bia. Me sre se nya me fo mu nko. Omo san fa meka party ni ebusuansa. Na bibia ye koye bia. Yankopon to ni sre egusu. Na breaking 8 no aye really.
Okay.
George, the painting go show the color. Also I feel no work say oh yeah feasibility studies. The bi ambetna TV so make say Adenta MPP ebesa di seat ni bio na da bia meka say Adenta MPP ya na ebo ye ho abro in the sense that eniema assembly ni ye eniema onabo ya abo bia samu aye ye ntimi ambo ho dewro na on say yen so say the CTN o so woka na wa kire na evidence na ono so agina eche e dia ma enti no Ramadan de on the 4 years na de ma no but ye besa ya ba adwuma no. Oh, there was here and say members of parliament. They all pay MP no, or see on a salary, or the better grader. The G Adenta Quansunya. Or by how many years? Adenta platform back where STB platform and this MPP phone. Adenta the idea momu die. You need problem with opposition. We have a platform when it comes to say a friend's activity be end this MP can boom. It's in your party end of 2040. Ebesu STB platform. Oh yes, and oh yes, there was common platform. And he say 1 year ni Ramadan ni sika na also the better grade that your friend say Adenta street na akanuson ewo hin. But your dynamic say MC enra na menam. Forgotten baby na menam. Adenta ogojo insa me who say free total filling station na wo remwesi yiwa o ma start e kwan ne gates ne ade ni na ye MC ye adwuma but na make us ye boy ye ho abro because I was saying ke man nipa who say ye MPP na ye sa adwuma we have a lot of things to show
we say for obi a won nko obebo NDC for say na amugusu ye feasibility say afa na mo hwehwe baby a wo so mo ko adwuma ne ade amugusu but wo hwe MPP so a ono so mo do mo ye but mo ntwa mo hu dawuro enti amanfo ntwa ntoba na ma yenum say Adenta for mo hwe show no den ara mu comment na we back in kan nya but ye pese ekoyen discussions no so for the day no na yen sha se temtem but memo 3 minutes wasi enon kan yen discussion no for the day but abra na yen Ransford edin komo no minimum say mo ti no kan memo 2 to 3 minutes me time na me time enti bi ma wa nya wo pese wo ka afasa ye ni ho aka wo ko na time no so meje free nsem enti me ma 3 minutes what's the result na aba no dia na ka fa Bachwane Mr. Nathaniel
me that say only na tab na only Ransford mo wa no because o can say bebre he really said a lot o can say bebre me in fact say in seminar na me sometimes me nko for you discuss on o can who bebre and at the end of the day no it's always at the base say o can say the zeal and the vim and I said the enthusiasm say obi benya no so o sua the subject mathematics And you know one thing now, back those days back in the village, you know, the spirit of learning mathematics, maybe those days maybe catch on the spirit of fear in learning mathematics. A lot of the students, the moment now better say your mathematics are yes because failure no you know maths and English and science, and those are the three subjects that if you fail any of them, then forget of your education. Oh, we are want to me and pass I won't go baby. And you know, since they brought in measures, they are now training experts so that they will go and handle those subjects from the ground level. Maths, English, and science. You know, I think say students now developing interest because me share other jurisdictions now. Teachers don't put fear into students. But come to our African setting, our Ghanaian setting, or maybe in my village, who share a mathematics teacher? Oba class, you know, those days, Oba class, naba.
Mental, I am ready.
Your bomb mental and as a dictation with whatever it is. Oba class, and Oktaba. Into student now, they class on before now teacher and be right classroom.
No one can say what's your answer by those days.
No, no, vibrating, especially if you are no
mathematics in a mental and English, you know, a dictation. Not an Pabiana Bagina. What was on an adjustment answer?
Before now, be Ramuna, Obisa one question I went to me. I share
with Casada.
With Chino and Sunny, you go super and many are better than what you subject. One factor. And a second, no motivation. Say student no benja motivation. Say you can teacher student learning.
That be also abano de no ama.
It put the spirit of fear in you to learn the subject. Teacher in the classroom now abandon that table. No, so master now who hear this mistake now and I say be some people want me.
But me feel say those days no mumu because who free if you na say who back school who say dia mental ho enti wo bi also usua some abayansa e bisa question one twa ababa kasa. I think say no mumu no emma the zeal of learning no mumu eba but o kasa no mumu fear no mumu.
For me I'm fazil seriously. Obia I'm not good in mathematics. No already know me what that fear say me good in maths. Now me sign back classroom. What do you think happen to me?
But say si aso abanya adwuma, say si abanya adwuma ntene so.
Abanya nye adwuma. O ka bibi say student na nkasa no are they ready to learn? Because of free senior high school na aba no. You see your bibi say where your somebody's power will start and as the authority be share say when your own ends. And they whole Ghana Education Service. What is the limit of the student? The moment where you be teacher be sorry no be kasa pe we say I feel even human right and as a child right for and as infant they will come in. Omuba in what is happening to the students now? The teacher will tell you if I'm going to lash your correct your child in terms of discipline the child and you come here and tell me that human right and at the end of the day and now so we show video be there were students even in the Eastern region here yeah I think there are 30 students or 40 students in number. Suspend them to go and be in the house for misconduct or some. They say, gang, baby, say, what happened? You saw their parent, ladies, and mammy for no more. Omo school no more ye de no more ye teachers no more. Master, ubaya at the Bonia enye. Now authorities of the school are suspended since they say kufie suspension no not say indefinite. Maybe just go and relax. And then you correct yourself. Now, what's about? Our four at me time. I saw that from Mufie. I don't know about school name. But should they do more? And then someone more catch a teacher for you. Does it in bringing discipline to you or what? Or my main kafa will buy it enough in that business and then I will hear so that it will set as a deterrent to those who are in the school already. Now, and one is most sorry, I'm teachers for you. Next time, will the teachers be able to talk? They will keep quiet and be looking at them after all. Say, so the way you want us to train your child, no. We will train the child.
I will follow so a factor.
It is a factor.
Okay.
It is a factor.
All right. Obrenaso. Madam Frida.
Yeah, George. I'm saying, me agree on whatever he said. It didn't come back because of time. Baby, I'm nyajini. Eye, yesusa, na mental, any dictation, any spelling bee. Na yedi hubi she yemuma yusunyadi. I'm not saying say Canaan, eye, but Bible Christ says, spare the rod and spoil the child. When him say me primary school, even see a tray no Methodist in book, me kwa no match me mama atina konya ho. Because I was ade be no, na metimi to. Yetimi to. Sa niema no eboa yen ema yesua ade. But say the me brother parents parents human right yesusa na yen ya ko school yan ko school fu but ye ko school na yen na ye pra it made me go form 1 at age 13 no na me ma ni problem because metimi esimi ma metimi enne school kora just say ya fa obi cleaner and what be cleaning school ni table so cry better what responsibility any a day man plan and what say yes na odi nini and then kwani ni responsibility bia akola ko school no ni table so cry kwani en cleaner ye be free cleaner na cleaner pa akola chelse o pa chelse one cleaning ni so because okofie na okoka che ne maami a say the brother eken ne maami be school was say me ba ne ba school ni en paper ni te me am ba school about 2 weeks ago Miss Mene proprietress ne crack aside. I nearly confronted the woman. She said what they Accra about school by 8 o'clock no more to school gate. I hope this woman is listening to me. I nearly confronted her. Because Miss me, she said what they were about school. Now you see 8 o'clock. Unim all banonim send the banner ye late. It to Odi Accra ni see hono. I said the jina gate nano as walk was a uncle. And now a friend is almost out to gate no more you woman. We have some amena. Assign a chair, but at then I call ano. Ejina gate nechi. And na administrator say, Abo 9, Abo 8. Abo 8 is saying, don't you know this is an international school? International school, so the child should do whatever he or she likes. Then family can make some chair woman. And I hope that show the folk a penny be also be a 8. What you say? Yama and Colano. Share and I work as a double track system. Double track system has nothing to do with failure. Maybe your old system. So I'm saying I'm here to mean, sir. Near vacation, your friend say, a long vac. 3 months over to nephew. Your mother will make sure you learn. Your father will make sure you learn. Even your big sisters. And then, Kwane Betnefia. As you're my chair near court, you're be banjo. And me first one, I work class 4. Or be few one day or say, Mommy, I need a phone. I'm so, what for? George, make up brother cry. What him say me a dream, me mind to me country. And one I'm saying no. Me catch on papa say, yen cabro food if you have you. Yen cabro food. I was on the cranny year. Say you are try to say the name my brother Eke. So you are try and yes say and Colano.
All right, so you are try am yes say
double track system. Double track system has nothing to do with me as a person. The only thing that I have with double track system, I say, Obia but there should be a cut-off point. Because a man can cry and do so to went to Obeko. There should be a cut off point. Also, Abusia from Mamma Chamasima, a bar, a better, and come on to channel. Yema akwaba bi wo se wanya bra egusu twen na yakotwen wosema yasan so abakai se wohwe oman Yi Mu Te S3N dwumadi ewo Adoa TV so midinga the Captain George McLean na yetoa yenkomo twetwen no eso yakotwa si e de kofa wasi result na aba no ehoma hu se obi ani abre se obeka nia emwa yen but eyana eyemede se etoda ye twen komo se omaima anasa manyoku bi mpo na soma na eba no at a point no ne ayeme down na discussion no say omomienu nyina omadwena ko benkrum on one issue say oni we ya adwene say o cancer asemi aya no emfa ade papa emma ye mofra no adesua emu and I think say it must get to a point I say do mpempen so bia so ye NDC MPP CPP wan party ben na guso e beba no e was say do ba bia nyina adwere nko benkuru enti ekoye next discussions no ye hwe nkomo twetwe e de afa probity and accountability
ni nyina no ɛyɛ ɔman yi sɛ yɛhwɛ sɛ biribi a ɛbɛyɛ bia mbɛda hɔ fan ama Ghana ni bi atumi ate aseɛ na wahunu sɛ yɛ wansi na bagye firi yɛn nkyɛn a yɛ wɔse wobɛka kyerɛ sɛ wansi na bagye yɛ no nyame aboa me da kɔtɔ akutu 20 pesos aka 80 pesos masan so atɔ gari matɔ asikyiri matɔ nkateɛ ɛsi aka 20 pesos ɛna egu so da ha ebi gu so dwene sɛ mede bɛsi na emu ada hɔ ɛde ama Ghanafoɔ nyinaa ɛno ɛna ɛma yɛhu sɛ nia ye woyɛ ne soma yɛ soma wɔ no watumi ama bibia amu ada hɔ ɛde ama yɛ ɛno nti ɛnte bia ɛna saa presidential jet yi ho nsɛm ba yɛ bebree na nyamfo Samuel Okudzeto abrakwa emra se bedwani ogina hɔ de ɔmanfo wɔ Northton already concerns bi sɛ asɛsɛsi ya no mampani otukwan pa na ne kwanto no otu nyɛ sɛ da han bebree sa sɛ sisi a presidential jet Ghana yɛ wɔ no ɔkɔ a ɔmfa no ntukwan ɔkɔ rent foforo na ɔde akɔ ɛno so ɔkɔ rent a sika a yɛdi yɛ no ɛbuburu gyaa ɛno nti ɔno ontumi ɛmɛfa figure bi antu edwa sɛ yɛsi na ɔde ba kora mpo sɛ ɔsɛ aban me defend sɛ yampa figure ɔde ba yɛ no korɛ anase nyɛ no korɛ ɛno na betumi ama sɛ accountability no betumi ada hɔ ama obi ama yɛhu ɛno nti wɔn mmarahyɛ badwam wɔn ɛfrɛ national security minister no nyamfo kandapa sɛ wɔn mmra na ɔmɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu ɛnkyerɛ Ghanafoɔ sɛ seesei ya no mampani otukwan ama nansi ntem kɔdɔbɛhyɛ nkɔ France ɛbɛhyɛ nkɔ South Africa ne ade ama mɛkyerɛ Ghanafoɔ ɔkɔɛ no sika dodo a ɔsɛyɛ ana sika dodo a Ghanafoɔ abɔ ɛwɔ saa akwantu no emu na ɛndura kandapa kopie mu no ɔkyerɛ sɛ nsɛm bi wɔ hɔ no mu a ɛho hia sɛ yɛka ne bedwam anaasɛ ɔmo kan mu bia ɛte ɛno nti one disclosure amount a mampani asɛe wɔ akwantu a wɔtu seesia no emu na amanfo bi nso gu so raise concern sɛ yɛn presidential jet no ɛnsɛeɛ ɛsiane sɛ yɛho sɛ aman ahodoɔfoɔ bi ɛtaa ɛbɛrɛnte ɛde tu kwan ɛde kɔ ɛde ba nansi yɛn nso kɔrɛ sɛ vice president his excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia issue the same thing ade tu kwan nti hu bi hia sɛ nkamampani tumi tu kwan ɛno no ɔbaa no ntumi and disclose amount no ɛmfa nkyerɛ sɛ it should be confidential and secret ɛno so kora mpo nso kora no Brian Achampo nso bɛka the same thing sɛ ɔno kora de watu kandapafo sɛ nsɛm bi wɔ no mu a wɔnyɛ no top secret ɛho hia sɛ wabɛka ama amanfo nyinaa nti yɛ di nkɔmmɔ de afa yɛ sɛ ɛyɛ sɛ yɛ ɛkɔ no saa ɛba no saa nso accountability no sɛn ɛna tie nti wɔmɛhyɛ aseɛ de afiri ne nyamfoɔ ɔno Frida Agyeman na ɔyɛ NPP parliamentary aspirant ɛwɔ Adenta yɛbɔ nyame mpaeɛ sɛ ne nyame bɛka biara bɛyɛ adwuma ba sisia no ɔno ɔtie nkyɛ sisia madam Andra ne nyamfoɔ kandapa ne statement a kɔmɛki ɛwɔ parliament no ɔtie no ɔtie ne sɛn na adeɛ na ɔka de afa saa nsɛm no
Jam say, the sort of president that you war Ghana has. Okay, say, obey a president for no. Na Nehono taxi no a taxi rank.
I want to issue anymore.
When was a national security crackers or move to a catch almost say they should let because on your man for decades it's your mind. And they say, as at that time, and as it stands now, no, on one casani security, any in some. Will be any shame, say on board president and mobile. It's dear, you feel say a young mawono, and I said, yeah, name say a young mawono, because in name, say president be wua, a yasem, yeah, papa, no, so call we are Sagana, and you know a ye. Almost a nipa, but by the fact that Oje president or mine so who are Kunyasua, ya not a hacker cry.
Yeah.
What ya say? It's or mine dear try as much as possible, say, ne presidents and a head of state, my body, or move for India grow. Papa can. At the end of the day, see a true a friend say taxi drivers.
And also cry home some
and also cry home some a baby. Now, dear, may can say. President Bambo na kwantu ni na security matters na ya na ye nuanom NDC for ye niema bi te say de bia say ex president Mills so say ex president Mahamo o mo amfa a friend say chartered flight and two kwan da abroad na Ghana ye use have we even asked the state yeah what can say be say I might be so ababeji in the land of the blind no one-eyed man so na yake no it e bi omu ni bi kwata omu ni bi o but eh ye no say na tie but am say Ghana for the betimi with the distance betimi e di aye bibi kakra
but say obi tumi be di ye na ye ka say ye di enye man na eno na ye pa kire say
asa me kan so ono woni bi
ono de woni bi
nti
ye de na say ye na no butuma beji
ye de na bibi kakra ho no ene ye engineer nye bibi se ne emfa enye but do you know have you even sat down to determine your friend is say distance proper ni pakro no or the echo but what I'm trying to say is that yeah nwan more the friends opposing at what point and express the Mahama na say in the traveling who did they say they should even bring your friend say who and yama said the omu esufu because we near him say security there whatever that it takes to a friend say save a president from any misfortune no the party and I say administration should do it. That was why but me feel say I'm saying you man this feel say once we opposition bibia I was say we oppose
but then
it doesn't work like that.
me hwe no in a way say ye mampani ni security hu hia ye nyina because oti wo say yi no or father for all Ghanaians both Ghana ha ne wa amano ni nyina no ye papa no and anti ye yes ECOWAS so kora kan and nti say ye ban ne bambo ho a hu ye nyina but ye hwe say plan na two kwan sika ye giye no ye ka kire ya eno so efa security no himfa na efa security
Yes security for me as far as I'm concerned me security aspect so me kasa free me ankasa me yim but as far as I'm concerned security everything concerned
say matu kwan free akọ US am give me $2,000 eno so kan security no
who betimi aka but obi entimi ka also nanse a onabo bag de your friend say call Dubai ye de nisika ode be ebetu dwa no by virtue of his position
but say eno so kran so
but eno kran so no so who nipa ode omokoye me call TV station back they asked me oh yeah topic or say yes say ode ne yere ne ba na say me I won't go there because bia sab enkrofo no na otena omumu o feel secured it is and that is what we are talking. I mean the fact is say or your position it I shouldn't just criticize but ne ba ko was ne ba ye secretary ada ne ba do secretary enye or the yere ko also ne yere administrator ada ne yere administrator enye ye name say papa president kofo one na ye no defense minister no ni nya bema friends honorable adokofo because on him send security who here to the show no one kasa ni nua bema nsa no timi abọ no ho ban yi what they make sure it when it comes to security e ma ye ndan no ejeje mu e better say ma we hye ye nua no mo kokuma say friends safe journey security it we shouldn't me it is here neither here nor there because ex-president Mahamat it is no yeah people we are feeling because we nim say ne bambo ade e was here demand it kwan bi o man no be fa so a mo be bo ne ho bambo be ada wa fa private jet
okay and you know
wa nya Ghana the presidential jet and one kwan ko fa foforo
amampani fo nyina afa private jet paying amuda to kwan paying but sisi a yenhwe probity and accountability sake say ye bu akonta e de a kire ye mindful say sisi a me betena so me bae na mampani penso ka sisi ama we na mo nyina ma na ka dompe nko former president
thank you so kasa mampani obi ka say your friend say president Akufo-Addo
mampani dada his excellency the former president John Dramani Mahama e ka say ama we na mo na ka dompe nti esi no o tres economy ni sika ni nti ye ko hu to that extent say ye jawo sika say sisi a wo sika ni nyina asa sika no ayede sika ni yede
wanti mi anka eno anso say
but say ye nsa ye mwa ye man no because say mo say emfa mo mba na ma me boy yen nie ma ho ban man na say mo ntumi nkyere say matuku anko ha ma say sika say ma yesi ano no na no credit no ni akontabu na ye budi ama na ye buni say ente kwan men say be fa ka kire Ghana for say me betena so na say me tuku anko si na say me yesi sika we me di yesi I don't say ka say ye hia sika mo fa sika mra ano no na akontabu no say na ye bu a kire manfo
me nya be ma enti presidential friends travels nkwan na di
anya no nko but and then no dey topic discussing
anya no nko but yen na yin say minister finance minister co parliament accountability wo friends DC bia accountability but we are saying say with regards to president's travels ni national security to your money and stay as it is. But when it comes to probity and accountability, and they say Papa Rollins start here. We all do it. We all do it. Then it's me friends and minister. Parliament it's me friend minister. So me accounting for the worship. No, there's nothing wrong with that. But they are saying that with the and some minister, this is coming from an authority. And I make us say, me national security. So I'm not here to, but this is coming from an authority. We should respect it as such.
Okay.
We should respect it as such because they know the implication. That was why ex-president Mahama Tiasi etiho, ex-president Mills etiho, young MPP for young pushy and you perceive who's called it to. Have we even asked for infrastructure deba? Oh, we are quick to criticize, but when it comes to I expect on to Blacker and first, President Koye, what is what Omar can be that? Or the Yaba, or the Yaba, but he goes and brings in a lot. So I spent 2 cities, no, the 2 cities, 50 pesos nearby. That is what was my
all right, and you spend 2 CD now, the 2 CD 50 pesos by now for 50 pesos. And I don't know, Abuayan. Mamenko, Mr. Nathaniel, Kenyensu, Eso, Onoso Casadima, NDC, Amanyokuno. Or Adenta constituency. Pacho se mo na mo aban mu na ka se mo disclose sika mampeni asai e wona kwantu banka mo.
Onyo me da se submission na e ma me ye no.
Ba me pese wo ye no na se na wakone de no so. Me
point e dey am answer.
Okay.
Me build a point e dey am answer. Probity and accountability. One single factor me pese nyina ye ti ase ne say you and I, any Ghana for you now, Obia and Kotna Babi and Kai say, O Mampeni, Mamman into coin. What you say? But the rate at which, according to you, ever any the means now, or the 2 coin, that is what Ghanaians are asking and questioning him for. Meanwhile, look at the system, condition you are running a factory no experiencing difficulties, experiencing bankruptcy. At the time now, Nanka officer, you have to spend judiciously, prudently, no. The only thing you can do to help your factory is to what? To be spending anyhow.
So what cost was spending anyhow now, Patrick?
I'm talking about the jet, rented jet now, or the 2 coin. Let us assume, say, figure now any num, you can say $14,000 per hour. COVID aba, woman for ASU. We still even go begging people for money so that we can be able to contain the COVID virus. Now the only thing I will be imagining is say, park aircraft, yes, 1 hour behind is $14,000. So are you managing the public place? Not even once. Not even twice. The complaint Ghanaians are giving is not about he traveling. It is about how the means no to can to and once the expenses that are involved in the very can to and no na once
sir you nyina so be di ho dance say otu kwan obi e bompa so bokọ ba san ba som biom
enti masa Liberia president upon we ono or the Ghana de na ye won or the kwa on mabiom ono de no kwa on mabiom okay na ye kra ye obi we have ye will be enso ya ja to say and send fata say ye mampani be use ba obi fufuro etumi be rente ana etumi be fa manuko use eko esan baaye vice president ono anso di 2 kwan da na do nko ade after all ma di me 70 plus ntino member na aka no let me make use of Ghanaian taxpayers money and enjoy myself and no and e dey so bro ni semi nyina de baaye
because so Bruno dey no nkan sa presidential jet won so
at the end of the day some of the pictures that Bruno put on social media and him fan yehu on the president no mote
Tanya obi to me aka say Photoshop. Say no one evidence, you can say Photoshop.
And I make us social media, those pictures that we saw.
And I don't know, the facts here most information being on social media, they didn't justify and can say social media and I don't know. And
he just wants Ghanaians to know, the world to know, so any president at Tana. Then I think so. We know the president. President Akufo-Addo too kind. That's what I say. Frida, let me go with you. Come with me. Obviously, I said, George, come with me. I don't need microphone too kind. Not Sawabroni. You are using Sawabroni as no. You use Sawabroni. And then Sawabroni can't whatever out to me. We are during that Sawabroni.
Yeah, and Madam Frida, but I said, me the question about. Yeah, can presidential jet to some a car, your body to coin, young customer mamping to coin, but then a car or bond, and yen of far, Sawa Bruni, and Meshimu, say, or no, so am I to coin, Nabi, and only the infant because he's excellent. The Bible catcher said, you and now and all day. And Timino, you want yen to him fat and welcome.
Dominic, I don't know, Becca, or say president cannot even bath in the sky.
And no almost no, they can't.
On the card, you stood in front of the House of Parliament, lawmaking body.
You can't make jokes, eh?
You stood over there before the whole representative. Everybody say Ghana phone, you can't go there and be making mockery of the people and telling them that maybe you are cracking.
This is not mockery. I think so when you are giving the speech,
you want to tell me, say, new one or Modebano, new one processes are ongoing for the purchase of the new one. No? You want to tell me that when that jet come now, there wouldn't be a bathhouse inside?
But I said no, could I say Banam and Penny could any or be issue?
Fine. You see one thing. Those days, not President for Honoman, do those and Anko. He was going to buy two. Atama was buying or cancel Bako, and my car Bako, and no, and I just use the best in there. Is it that at any time MPP Bell Power no, we're supposed to buy a new presidential jet?
Tebiana we no hono and Honda news and Uncle.
Honda, maybe some questions. Now Honda now Okano. Upon we are there when Honda was able to carry upon we to wherever he want to go. But the president in one day Honda name to me. You see, when people are
but now me bisa say someone am wa ban and yɛmfa say MPP president bi a file motion bi abegina say national security president Brana be catch say
maybe those are some of the things now NDC anye na Ghana for 2 years. Now say if you come in to correct the past mistakes now you are still repeating it. Nti wo ba no and then oba be am Ghana for. Say any year in the past. Yanye accountability on the travel of John Mahama. And I know very well say former President Mahama if like he's been traveling as how Nana the current president is doing now. Like they would have complained. But because we know what we are going through by then and the need for us to spend judiciously, he went twice. Muhammad Nas no using it twice, but Nana the president, current president, His Excellency, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. How many times now all they rented jet edu 2 coin? In the Hane France, and no package say current one I want you can go to France. Can't it go to France? And to me call France. But then you could rented one with luxury and all the core. Into upon we are being used any day and only any day he feel like me need be cry. The most annoying thing that sometimes me feeling is say Obi a only be crowd. He doesn't even have one yen adwin so okoto fufura ba be yusu. But yen de nyankopon ye waduma you have one. But still you decide to ignore it. Then you are going for rented one. Na cost na involved in it. Ye kase mo bebu akonta na. Me nya sure say kana na do use separate jet rented jet for once. I don't think the honorable member Kujetu Ablako will come and be questioning him saying he should come and do accountability. No. At least once in a while no you so I will be complaining. But as the rate now, you know that has amount for dream attention. A draw to say no. The rate at which you are traveling, the end Branabebu Kunta mine. At least in using once, not the rest of the streets. No, or using Ghana, who will go and complain about that? But now, a mrena na yewomu COVID tatayen. Ye pesca kokoto ndru, ye pe then. They said no. Now wouldn't be one more we know then. Right down from COVID, accountability. Yes, the health minister also then, or say they were inheriting what they was so procurement in there, they didn't to baby and major. And then you can say, and rank one, I think if you follow the proceedings now, about 207 million. I want this is one factory scheme, and then audit report by 12 million, and one so accountability ni na probity na ye can for them, they decided to say account per day. The umbe render. when they started doing the appropriation bill, no, communication ministry, Madam Oslowusu, on form a statement, on accounting for what they've done for the past 6 years. No, she has never presented anything. But say, Dana no more friends, so Nanka, they are coming to do his appropriation bill for the Ministry of Communication. No, she didn't bring, so the committee asked her to go. And you know, it has become part of them, and that is how they want to live their legacy. And yet one maybe one day. A bet turn around. Now, Obia may and also Obia, Obeka say backbiting on way and also more.
But say didn't come say na eba say ye kofano MPP ni NDC side na akoba ne say ne MPP o power nti ye for so chinchancha bibi mu na ho frenching bibi mu na ho frenching na ya bom achia table no etani wie na yenso ye ba na sense be ka kire say say language ba kwa ya politicians aka na say amanyofo eta kan say mo ho no na etsen na yesi ana yen yaba ana yen so yesi na mo de mo kan de enti omo ho no mo ye na enye no ano na maye akwanya ase ye nto abantia wo mo Ghana for to abatia wo mo na mo bae enti se musu ma bana se musu be repeat the same mistake a omo ye enti to abadi tia wo mo no I think say ye nkanko anase ye progress no e beka fa akon enti mame ko Madam Frida so hwe ye current state e wo sesi a ayese nisika ye ho akire ye ni ade ehun ehia se yankasa de ye wo ibe yusu chense ye bekwa akọ rent bi
George is your mind be no Oscar
oh but say eya na mpenifo no enye Ghana nko but unse obia e karte ni coat no according to cloth no wo nya according to size some of them been kind different one. I must say cut your coat according to your size. But say me so na me ntoma na so I don't tell me pam stand at all cost. But say me so na me ntoma na so and me tumi apam say na me pay bia. But me so me ntoma ni so I buy for say me nkopam ntoma person pam style na me person pam no na me nkopam. Ente wasi en cut your coat no according to the cloth na ye wo no. Sisi ya see niska o man one says here new presidential jet kura ye say e pese kwato foforo ana ne ye wono a ye say enye no o man bi eyusu adinti na umma wani enko ne ya wono ho enyusu no san chense yen emfa no nto na sika na ye say su say pebi no yen tam kakraka emfa nkofa foforo na yen kofa foforo mpambra ente I think say eno no asa ye ha adwene kakra
George me bisa say me end me previous me say have we thought and as ya say an ashe enfaswa o say we eka na enfaswa na eba na no wadanfo bi say me complain say chele ama but you say ya mean because what the year investment paper you have used the money na returns na eba and the yen kan ho asem eti akwantu ya papa tu ene enfaswa o de abre oman enti anu de yen kan ho asem say enfaswa me bo yen tena se na oman no eniama wo se ye tena se so wote fa ko a wote wade so eti on tena se na on tena Ghana ade so na nepa na wa abonte na wo so okofa ba no yes me say wo spend 2 cedis na okonya faso 2 cedi wo di 2 cedi 50 pesos and faso 50 pesos na why you know it makes everything that you did concerning the travel worth it because what the faso aba so oko enanka oko enanka di 2 cedis ekoye and what the 1 cedi 90 pesos ba and ebeka to say ja eye the oko na akwa ekwa ye hu faso bia but we faso aba so mama yen counting faso na aba so no than the corner ye ena say faso ama so dia enanka meti we kameka me sure say MPP ni bia beka se papa akwantu ya wukwe faso bia ama so dia be ya atenase na sika kakra na de ehwe de be ye oman hu ase but what the faso aba
no kan
eye okwa onya
so the fact say okwa sika bre no
oba odeba enti no
no kan ma to but the fact say okwa sika bre no nkire say wo Canada memfa sa kan ko fa sika ne banka wo di Canada no ko yanka say ukonya sika bia anka wonsante ka wo say ye den fa mfirimo nti wo di odu anoko na say wo di ko gisa de kan banka be ko sora chen say wo be rent di akono so wa wo de ye simple
so say no what you are saying but when you say papa no extravagant he's a very simple man eti menya sure say Nanado President Nanado Beka say Mimpewe, when befitting the status. A national security near say, Papa, you can't go with us. It's the emperor for Niema. And
okay, I think sen Ghana for bisu bisa say ene e ba ne say be ka say ye bo mampani ho ban chain vice president because the vice president are issue na ano de yema no ade na mampani de nyema no so be issue the same thing.
Yeah, more vice president
Because sa jet no yen presidential jet no na yen say security sake bambo nti say mampani di tukwan a emwa no but mampani be de chiri be tukwan de no use be boa na
at the point I don't even know if friend said the number of people are funny, but at the point the president what was even the state of the jet? At the point of Papa aeroplane no, na it's the same. At the point Papa Baumia Edekono, and also it's the same. All that we know is Akofa presidential hide a flight and what they call. Have you analyzed all these things? I think it's the honorable Okujeja Black instead say, nice Otukain. Last time no say and now president and now some might be economy any other or no call any business class no they go.
I know you and I are not then to mean to meet him.
Or qua in any business class no they go any economy no they go. So one is can or they go they are fine, but talk on a state sponsored. Say the papa friends a bag me nekon na a state sponsored.
And you say your boy and public person who buy.
I'm not saying say and yeah my yenka. But what I'm saying is that nya enya eno ne de he emfa so ben na ye de kwa se onabo ku de to black akra na beko no de fa so ye papa friends about bin ko ye ya ne ho aye ne din abi complaining
okay Mr. Nathaniel
we are not talking about sika no
your
point mo aba
bara pia pa mama na ma come Mr. Nathaniel so sisi ya no ye hwe one disclosure sika ode kwa na no na ye de dia ase gusu ni nam montene so mampeni empeso betre kadodo a wabo ewo no presidential jet or rent e de two kwan ni ade sisi a mu aban enti one my price a wode koe eno na yeden.
That is the question. Because mampeni the okoka you say a security reason for security reason and I hear the no it's not fit for what purpose.
But na me bisa say omo kan price a you see no e di kire eno no eden na de baba.
We want to know.
We
want to know. And then I'll be using Bibia when you not account for it. Why won't you account for it? Just give us account. Say, make you know one thing. Since Honorable Okujeto Black say presidential travel, we say no. In every statement, Biano, they continue saying, say, Omon Kai say, Baby, I'll call your meetings, I'll call you at the end of you hotel, I would move. We just want to know the cost. Keke. Jets now rent here, no, keke. Because the president won't mean be disclosing the hotel he slept, the kind of food he ate, and what and what. What Ghanaians want to know, Honorable Okujeto Blakwa is insisting on is that how much did it cost you when you rented that jet? Mote, your Adwa TV official car. Anybody, even if it is marketing executive, if it is a sales officer who is going to do presentation somewhere, unless of course a manager be the Saka AP and son of me offer Uber and BBC. Unless that car is engaged before you can do that. Now, more official car, a parking office, and you decide to ignore that one. Then you go to pick Uber, you go to pick Uber management to ask you, was the office car not ready before you left or what? What will you tell them? And as at the time, my president A2 Kwano, it was a day after upon we have so what was the state before he was traveling with it? Because secondly, it wasn't a single day no more a plan say the president is going to use a rented presidential jet. It was a planting. If you know very well the president B2 Kwano in the next 2 months, and I know these trips, they were planned ahead. And if there is any other problem with our current presidential jet, what are you supposed to do? Maintenance. You have to maintain it. Why did you wait until the said date before you are telling us that even if there is an issue with it, then the next day somebody has to come and use the same jet now? So the issue of saying they are not in a good state, they are saying that it's not fit for what purpose to Nanado's own discretion of what fit for purpose. But upon we are there, it is good, fit for purpose for him. Is that what they are saying? And the question is, when you let us allow him to also enjoy some luxury so that when he's out of office now, at least.
Who said that?
I don't know now can one.
Me my submission.
No.
Submission.
George. Yeah, to hang for my what's the question is? Said those can no what can it say?
Enter me beside this. I want to can
submission.
Enter me that I don't know what now can one answer.
Me submission. Anna.
But submission be on what
submission say yeah. See when you woman pay Lazarus one be man at least. Also politics no one break a crime to woman pay be man madam me submission.
Okay.
Me submission.
When you will comment.
Yes, when you penny ma frema wa very saying ye ma me frema o de pe Lazarus one be man at least on the end of the final term
so the say amount of disclosing for security one and for security
for me the amount itself now amount no because me coin me spending 50 cedi 100 cedi no it's not about security it doesn't have anything to do with for security reasons because yambisa hotel or them yambisa so when e call ye yambisa so kwen eduani ba na odi ye yambisa so kwen meetings be na we den okoye they just want to know presidential jet now rent ye no e cost so sign there is a figure going in the system going on in the system circulating around which is $14,000 per an hour.
And one manufacturer.
So they manufacture. This is the
figure going on. I think say
is it true say the amount for Akika social media say $14,000 per hour no? And Ukraine I say Ukraine. Simple. What does it have to do with your national security and as in security reason? It doesn't have anything to do with that.
All right, Ghana for me say Wofi also madam. Okay, obiya and submission we. Enti unsu Wofi wo hwe. Me say wo comment our person so kan adefa say man pani to kwan hu hia so mo nkyere sika o say ye anase hu hia so ma kyere san say ene bambo hu ensem o so tobetuma say comment na Facebook da my Adwa TV Ghana na yatumi akenkan messages no de amawo yen WhatsApp line so activated enti wetumi the messages so de afa yen WhatsApp line so de amaya akenkan eno so de amawo enchere bi phone lines na so watumi de wadwenchere de aba however no yen call yen next topic no eso ye hwe e-levy 2022 budget ye ba na yete ho nsempa na sese ya no adeba kwa betodwa no kire se parliament o ma pass bill eno no efa e-levy ho enti sese ya no the bill efa e-levy ho no mrase bedwom o ma jatum ama sese ya me no kasa die ababa ye ade de be ye adwuma na e-levy ne ka ho nsem no aye bebre na America ka se e-levy no aban kire se de enti o mo de bae no ade beboa ama yatumi anya sika de atu ya foto mu na de ayempuntunuma bebre na wo oman Ghana mu ha na 11 ni nyina no ene se wo sika wo phone so na o send bi de akoma obi phone to phone no a amount bi a wo send e betew percentage bi eno no 1.75% ana o send de akọ wo bank account mu so a ano so e bete se wo yi free bank account mu so a e bete so obi send bi di ama won so na o send ne bete won so enti eno no na e-levy no ehun sensem a no manfa ka hon sem bebre no na mrase bedwam so eno akwaya asemsebe omunya nyintum ye na mane boy ensan so ka chese endra wo mu anye e-levy no amfa antum enti eno no asemsebe da ben ne babadi atum da ben nyintum no so eno so yebedi eno so ehun enkomo eno nti mame enhyase emfree Frida Ajimai eso na e-levy no won so ahyase esere e-levy no a kan ye budget no no fa ona hye Ghana fo mpaboam
me Ghana ni ti me na hye mu da
ona hye won say the interme kan say na say toda ye ba ye kan so ne bi wono mu a aya na ye kan no say ne ye pese ye kana eso nya Ghana fo nkwani emum amanyokwa ye omu nso ni ntira me kan say e-levy no
George so when me say mampamini bia ni ho a oba ono ani bottom sika e no de your mind ni taxes ɛna yɛde yɛ ɔman no George, e-levy is a form of tax. Na yen na nim so obi ampe tax chia. Hwe, yen nuanu mo abroche kro mo ba. Omo yan abroche de wo kwan tutu a wo betu ani ni aye e na kwan ne kwaye mani tutu e na abroche. Omo ankasa okasa wie ya na odi atoa so enso tax ekuye yo. George nti bi da. Enti no enye me nwanwa. Se Ghana fu ye nyina me momo no me ye bi. Wa wuti we ye bi. Me bra le cash be egu banki okoyi bi o transfer. Okoyi bi o transfer bi. Na aban ehu se ye hye nipa tax net no etimi eche wo mo na omemwa eye kakra bi.
But my main kind this short portion of the e-levy, e-levy, say ye sikano. How much I say it to be used to tackle the intractable problems of the rising debt. 2, high youth unemployment. 3, inadequate digital infrastructure. And after diminished entrepreneurship culture while maintaining the flagship programs. Enti we no niema ye hwede mu say etumi agi 11 no mo kire say betumi raise sika almost 7 billion Ghana cedis dey amayen almost enti eno no say almost 7 billion Ghana cedis that's kan eba ano ye ka ekosoro ye betumi dey atua unemployment rate amount for ma wi adwuma ama wi school so munya adwuma nye betumi aboa wo mu na afei so no nima horo be se na se enu a mbobo so abetumi aboa enti eno no na 11 ba abetumi aboa enti mama madam Froda Antoine submission so
enti asema na me kan se ye nyina ye mpeta titua even social security kra na ye se ye ntento ho na daachi bi ye nya adwuma bi aboa ye tua kra na yesu Etienne die ye na appreciate say me say me send this kana so wo san atemia ebe me ya obi be say o send momo a sika na o send kra anya ya say sa 11 cedi ni 22 cedi na odo say Etienne de ye nyinara we will feel it but what my question is that as so 11 na ye de ba no I just want me who say taxes no ebi eye free ho anya di ebi abeka ho na de ye free ho no de ye nka say aban famra ye de 11 na ba say yeah about million, about 18 million. So benchmarking say yeah your friend is say local businesses no also yenuanum esu yenuanum oh say yeah na me argument na me honestly yeah me sheda mpe na mo ye na yensu ye ade but in name himself VAT buy na Ghana for ni yesu and this buy increase VAT what they make you na say but at the end of the day no no a boy mine and answer am one and was me to radio when I those times na fuel you electricity or so mahama time MPP ni ba meeting abund was say ye tua etuo ni bi kan ho and ye benya electricity there and ye president mahama onye bold no fan kan ho na ye nya ye stable electricity that is what I'm talking about it's no what bobo anyama bebre a 11 eba boa ye me nua be ma wonim say Ghana ha say no Ejuma official like white collar jobs no abanya or try say or be encourage entrepreneurship more than white collar jobs because white collar jobs no limit a bit in afa you can't do anything about it and get back na can go 40 office no mo nya adwuma na etu omoka eti no say 11 na ye no e betimi aboa ama aban aso ase ti say obatampa e friend say foundation e year president say beso entrepreneurs ashi maslog beso entrepreneurs ashi 11 so ba be kan ho a e betimi aboa ama ye nya sika ye pese ye nya na e dia so friends omo pese omo ya ankwankwan adwuma eso omo ase de to so mienu sa digitization program ya ye pese ye 11 ba e beboa ye mini abema rising a friend said debt ene eka wan kasa rising debt nko a o se eka e wo ho dada ye na nim se eka wo ho dada e be free kwa me nkoma breso See you a buyer per se, you shall say a car you bet 2 years from decades ago. You per se a son in annual. I think I am what a prof a SB or say this e-levy a necessary evil. Why is he saying that? He says a evil because Sikadia or Chia air. But it is still necessary because I don't know who is Professor Eddie or economist. Or say, I don't never boa or minor, I'm more minor too. But media de be America, conform or see a crumon, se crowbar, what's in be. The BM say a papa yet, young politics are ye, no, se Frida nay. Na se bema Frida anymore bonyama, or see a tribe be, na yet train about so that yes, yet to me about. But say it to me build it, as President Mahamed your car say, your friend is say, and no, ya real manaka don't pay. Send people a buy and canamka crack farmer and give quiet. What did they make you say? And you'll say, oh, no, name a also say, maybe 2024, also by Babem. Now, Panas and Yama say, Crana, aren't you going to start from the scratch? It is also your man of us also be dear, a memo so dear. And yet, dear Benny said, so ye be a yes, Yamua, now cause na yes, you are building from where he left. And you have to prepare a coffee. And your taxa, a dear baby, a tax.
Okay, anti na no be no tax with my boy Matthew and Maminko Nathaniel so also time na 5 minutes na my submission.
Every country be as developing in taxes.
But say most of them nka 11 nka magia to man.
I say yeah stand we are still maintaining. That is why Parliament has set aside it. Almost setting aside as of yesterday. It has been set aside. Negotiation on it has broken down, so they've not even approve it or maybe supported it in Parliament as I'm talking to you. In Tianu, they actually as an answer, but all the rest in there has been approved. But sa e-levy bill, no, it has been set aside. Yeah, can you say, number me, Madam Eka say, a car, ye debate a car, ya pack NDC, or Mampany, Jomama, Brezutama, how much did we borrow? 56 billion. Maybe some madam say MPP buy 220 billion. Monkwao, 4 years you borrow 220 billion, which is far more than coming from Amreso to Omampeni, Rollins, Kufo, Prof Mills, and then Mahama.
Say no, most of my customers are scabbing no intro Bobby.
Scabbing anyhow. Scabbing anyhow. Osis Caniho. Munchana Muko ready budget no can of Retaka say when they came to the meet, they didn't meet anything in the coffers.
Of course.
So the fact is that somebody came and borrowed. Somebody came and borrowed.
Mammy phone lines no.
Somebody came and borrowed. They borrowed 56 billion.
Apart from Gabra, time and express also the also the MP before Muban. Sikaba no debate your work because it can be anyone.
5 minutes now.
The phone lines no am so to me adwene conversation wait me afrey awo your phone lines na be that to screen so now so to me adwene conversation but Mr. Nathaniel Kwano to
borrow 220 billion Ghana cedis. Amount me am fine shey any project under MBP aban say any project that they will award biano 70% into the pocket 30% for the project and that is what is happening now. All the projects that we started before they came into power Bisami say which of the projects now omo completely as at now project the money here because
E-blocks are mostly incomplete.
Who completed it all say?
E-blocks who
Young from education.
Who complete E-blocks about 29. As it stands now, almost 60.
Interference.
What I say? About 60.
But the fact say more E-blocks are jaho. Amamo yebino. In fact. You have to commend them for that.
You do those young free education sector.
Let's move from education sector. Let's move from education sector. 96%.
Hospital.
Mama first caller. Hello. Yeah. Good morning. We didn't be afraid free.
Now they are saying this in me.
Me watch we didn't
know.
Nyako Patrick. Pato over free. Okay. Now one have to wait.
But so the food say. Only Ghana na.
Our Ghana.
The lab ba the mind to be nyaka say. Oba Ghana discuss. it is castle. She wants to name the same name. What I say, what today? Hello?
Yeah, me too.
Me
bacho your submission ni uncle.
Me say the food that's another bad the man group can say it is castle. She wants to. And then next year, what I say, I want to the war. I am more. Me car. The mama person me talk here tie. We talk here tie 4 million. Me talk 8 million. One. But me insurance, me car insurance, me 5 million. First me 800,000. Tax is doctor. Hanya bushiro, hanya ilo budia. Ilo budia nanga ukesa tax down. What man no poverty. It's not in film. Because if there's one kind of Ghana now I'm before the
all right, mama now I say me da se pass for me also betumi adwene phone lines no na conversation na nasin komatwe so ababa ka ho bi but mama nkom se Nathaniel so na
say it is council statement na omo be say it is council to come there no omo buy no they really did it very well omo ye ni because omo buy no Galamsey you remember they said party need money and for that matter they indulge themselves in sold Galamsey and they did it very well. Now they said,
this is where I won't let him continue. When President Akufo-Addo was fighting Galamsey,
George,
no. When President Akufo-Addo was fighting Galamsey,
Madam Frida,
say yes submission
is an individual. Transmission is an individual.
The office of the president.
Madam Frida,
say
yes now. Say
he's an individual.
But me for me next call, I'm saying about so. Hello, Isaac.
Hey.
About your free fan. Free.
Yeah.
A Hunter West.
Morning. West.
Okay, but you mean too.
Hunter West.
Me but you yeah, mean too.
And if me chair wa buga fono.
Yeah.
Me chair is Excellency John Dramani Mahama, incoming president 2024. Woman we Ghana lewa. Na na do oban promise and the Ghana is discuss come bien. Se Ghana se nya ho chi se o kana Ghana ko ekom. Asa won to. Bi bia I basa. Na na do your this guy then or the high jet not nam you. Aso for man mo there is chief imam a premier Professor Aden no kasa be na what happen I no kasa there Mahama na pe di mi je on ne bere yi o man mu. Masa man no onko yi o. Onko yi on kan che to ba me man ba me na man onko yi.
All right. Mame na wase omane enko yi nti eno na won so wadwe nkyere. But then yemra back to the studio. Mpacho say ye submission as wo objection bia na say oni I think say was so njoti to esa yebema a discussion and metro abra nipa na also cannot tun kan wi enti njoti to oba na wakanta no mpacho senate man
na me ko so kanu Galamsey yes it is discuss man you discuss so come there ye di here and when they came they really prioritized that aspect of it when they came no Frimpong, Mr. Frimpong, but by then we're in charge of what environment and BBC.
Okay.
I don't know, they came to him said they needed money.
I'll give you your time. All right. Hello. Pacho, what do you have for free? Hello. So what do you mean? You have for free?
Hello.
Yeah, Pacho, what do you have for free?
Maybe I say. Yeah, maybe I say. Within the set.
Okay, set. Pacho, lo TV na fena kasa mai.
President Mama. On one hand over 2012 to 2015. Your catcher and say, or the Enco IMS and the audio man will be ever winning. But look at this corona systems now, they are in any family, the after young IMS. Now, you call you anymore. Yeah, the tea mining, I say, beside who said, dear, on one hand over man, or sound to the Enco ditch. Oh, no other cars, they were in Manaka. Need this kind of a year for Kagina, one funny at the idea of the one this is a break. Why not say one battle?
All right, but that's it.
not to be a
all right, that's it. Offer no one it wa adama. That's a person so friend now do adwent. Entimi fa ko bia bi ye branding messages nso bebre na ba be branding ahwe na antimi ankan nya but positive change odi from Madina. O say 3.6 million organ am Ghana for say accommodate wo omu nya aduane ndi 2 out of 3 Ghanaians live in slum area. That's why we want to so nye. Ano eya won so adwent odi free Madina but say 3.6 million Ghana for commodity omunya da nindi no. I think say I don't know where you got your statistics from, but I don't know maybe the basic one.
Mr. Nathaniel, fine case.
Yeah, Breno,
ati for na so nya we say communication minister Okonkroma oba say yanji 11 na ntuma ye be call IMF. Nti World Bank na omo mpese omo de embe ko no mema atiefo atie say World Bank na omo mpese omo de ebe ko boroska no enu 11 na say na wo send scam o mama o village a ye gi tax was no Okonkroma said it and it's on record that if we fail to take the levy they will take us to what IMF and that is what is happening if they are not aware say as at now na yeti wonu musene was na nko mu ko IMF but because omo person we consider omo the levy abase yem fan tax so into una oti village una oti Accra una wo abrochira wo send scar they said those who are sending remittances no they will not take the receiver is paying when they be send scar from amane mami and another bra from abrochira how be catch us scanner made send we no na kwa never to levy the same person will send the money back because they don't want it to affect those foreigners they turn it round e catch say you the receiver who is paying those kind of in this IMF now omo person omo de ekono ehun 11 na mo ye den omo gino na otimi borrow 220 billion want me amfanya 7 billion and na betimi aden agric minister ba say without 11 they can give farmers fertilizer road minister say construction of road education minister say school 7 billion 220 want me amfanya want me see there want me anya kwan want me see hospital want me am fertilizer free 7 billion na betimi there be
all right me that's it but I feel that we owe them money 1 minute
me pese me 1 minute me pese me bisa ne say 11 na form of tax enye ma ministers nyina kan enye 11 ne tax ne ye de ye me ne be ma woni ma de wo ka say a friend say galamsey mo amoko so krofo ka say mo ba mo be ye galamsey no woni wo ka a friend say MPP aban galamsey accept in any case ye tu ye ni ekoyechi na ye hwe ye friend say de MPP aban beto ye president Mahama eka say mo redompe na wie enam na president Kufuor jaye no ba wi na dompe na mudi ja Ghana for it is Ghana for your friend say MPP aban na if an yanko for in any case in all this no me ba in all this no me ma nyama bia your friend say MPP aban we when say na make tax system ye a lot of taxes electricity bill by 50% you reduce here import duty since 2017 I reduced by 50%. I was an importer. There was 1% be on import duty and any baby free. MPP abamba ye free ho. Your friend is saying VAT on domestic airlines ye free ho. Kaya you for no mo so anya mo pampe mo bi o mo hodin. Enya e con problem. Omo nya na mo tax.
Madam Frida Ajimai Ekasama MPP of Adenta and Nathaniel Kenyensu and so every Adenta Honoma and then no more to and Comonana maybe some say ye politics in any say okay say Utisika so commodity na minimum baby away economy no and I say economy no a free ya or the cancer Nesca or Afubedu Nesca na ira Afro minimum and I feel no NDC funds so you say 11 no so no monte abe mo meje to mo nyintum no so asem sebe ne nyina so enkomo twetwa ya twetwe e da sem so o frɛ na obedi nkomo di bi na so send comment na di frɛ e di fa WhatsApp and message Facebook di my but brilliant gentleman kan nyina mfa ma me ametena ase wo man mu ti sɛ dwumadi so na me di ngade Captain George McLean metena mu e di emami na be ma Isaac Otuda political baby nti want to me amanda ngabofo nyina so at Verna Mineral Water Blue City Tires and Accessories and Rwand Air for and saying asenia etumi e di dwumadi e di ebrema mu nyina emu ani ehwe adihye
Come, mankani yesa me yaman to yamiti. Masami so nansu me koko mubyo. Mukama yamani mankani yesa me yaman to yamiti. Masami so nansu me koko mubyo.